Reality check. There is a massive gap between getting clicks and getting customers, and that's because Meta's AI just changed the rules of the game. If you're still using the 2019 playbook of micro-targeting and manual placements, you aren't just behind the curve. You're actively sabotaging your performance. In 2026, the algorithm has completely evolved. It's not hunting for engagement anymore. It doesn't have to. Now it's predicting conversion potential before a user even starts scrolling. I know this may already sound like a lot, especially if you're still new to the game, but over the next 10 minutes, I'm giving you the new foundation. We've got 8 chapters dedicated to setting up your Meta Business Manager, explaining why your creative is now your primary targeting mechanism, and so much more, including revealing the exact campaign structure winning for Shopify stores right now. Oh yeah, lots to talk about, so let's get to work. Chapter 1, Meta Business Manager Setup. Think of Meta Business Manager as your command center. You wouldn't build a house on sand, so don't build a brand on a personal ad account. Please. Personal accounts have lower spending limits, no multi-user access, and limited business verification options. Basically, it could make it nearly impossible to scale later on. With that in mind, follow these steps to get set up the right way from day one. Step 1, go to business.facebook.com and create your account. Connect your Facebook business page immediately, because this is the face of your business on the platform. Step 2, link your Instagram. This really is a non-negotiable for cross-platform scaling and to share data. It tells Meta that these two entities are one and the same. Step 3, create your ad account. This is where the actual work happens. Be sure to also add your payment method here so your ads don't get paused the moment they start performing. Step 4, permissions. All right, guys, it's time to lock in because this is where it can get a little confusing. Use the People tab to add team members. You'll see options for business assets and finance permissions. Now, giving everyone full control is a security risk, but giving too little leads to grayed out buttons where someone who's supposed to be in charge of something might not be able to access it. So it's really important that you take a beat to read the permissions descriptions. It's vital to lock this foundation down before you ever touch an ad. Chapter 2, connect your Meta Pixel and CAPI. If you aren't using the Pixel, you're flying blind. Now, if you're wondering what that actually is, you can think of the Pixel as a tiny piece of code that lives on your website. Its only job is to track what people do, like which products they look at or what they put in their cart, and then report that data back to Meta. In 2026, the Pixel and its partner, the Conversions API, is the brain that feeds data into the platform so each ad can find its audience. Basically, it's the bridge between your Shopify store and Meta. For Shopify users, this is actually incredibly easy. Use the native Meta integration in your Shopify admin to auto-connect. Once it's linked, you need to verify that your standard events are firing. These are the signals like page view, view content, add to cart, and the holy grail, purchase. And here's a pro tip. Don't just hope it works. Download the Meta Pixel Helper or use the Test Events tool in your Meta Events Manager. If those events don't show up within minutes of you clicking around, stop everything. Without clean data, Meta's AI can't optimize, and you're just donating money to the platform. We definitely do not want that. Chapter 3, creative over targeting. Here is the single biggest shift in the industry. Creative is your targeting. The old mindset, I need to target women aged 35 to 44 who like yoga and green. No, forget it. In 2026, Meta's algorithm uses the visual signals inside your ad. The colors, the words, even the movement to find your audience. Your ad is the filter that attracts your buyer and repels everyone else. Bye. So let's test 3 distinct hooks to see what your audience loves. Problem solution. A catchy reel with a strong hook like, tired of this problem? Try this solution. Social proof. An engaging carousel that tells a full story like, why 10,000 people are obsessed with this. And lifestyle. An aesthetic static image or short reel that simply shows the product being used in real time in real life. Meta's AI is smart enough to predict which combination drives incremental sales, not just clicks. And remember, authentic content often beats overly polished, high-production commercials because it feels native to the feed. Chapter 4, campaign objectives and structure. Now, I'm about to say a lot of words, but I promise, just hang tight and it'll all make sense. You need to understand that Meta's AI trains itself based on the specific behavior that you're asking for. If you want sales or viewers whose behavior has shown that they're more likely to make a purchase, you must choose the sales objective. If you choose traffic just because it's cheaper, Meta's going to send you window shoppers, aka people whose data shows that they love to click, but they may not be as likely to buy. Yes, the algorithm knows us that well. But just a heads up, to really make this work, Meta's AI needs data to learn from. You typically need to hit a threshold of about 50 purchases in a 7-day window for that system to really lock in and start optimizing. If you're not there just yet, do not panic. Just keep building your creative and let the data build. The winning structure is simple because it's literally to just keep it simple. Complexity is the enemy of the algorithm. So if you're running e-commerce ads on Meta, Advantage Plus shopping campaigns are your easy button. The biggest unlock is audience targeting. Instead of manually building audiences, Meta's AI finds your buyers automatically across its entire network. It also handles placement and creative optimization. If you go the manual route instead, keep it to 1 to 3 campaigns before thinking about scaling. Remember, simple. And I got you with a Shopify insider tip. Once you've connected your Shopify catalog to Meta and installed the Meta Pixel, dynamic product ads become available under the sales objective. This creates a bridge between your product catalog and Meta's ad system. Instead of manually choosing which products to show, Meta's AI tracks what visitors were browsing on your site and then serves them ads featuring those exact products. Genius. And something to keep in mind, Meta's AI is very sensitive to its initial instructions. So if you accidentally set the wrong objective, like choosing traffic when you meant sales, don't even try to tweak it after the fact. The algorithm has already started its learning phase based on that first goal. You are way better off just killing the campaign and starting fresh so the AI can learn with the right target from the get-go. Chapter 5, Broad Targeting and Advantage Plus. What I'm about to say may sound counterintuitive. Stop over-targeting. You're actually just suffocating what the platform was built for. In 2026, we start broad. So we're going to aim for a broad audience of roughly 10 to 15 million people. I know, that sounds absolutely massive, but there is a method to the madness here. To set this up, you're going to use what Meta calls Advantage Plus audience settings. Basically, instead of burying the algorithm in a million tiny interests or zip codes, you're just going to give it the basics like your target location and age range, and then leave the rest wide open. Think of it this way. When you set your optimization to conversions or value, you're giving the AI a very specific direction to follow. You're essentially saying, here's the crowd, now you go find the buyers. It lets the machine do the heavy lifting of sorting through the millions of people while you stay focused on the fun part, building your brand. Chapter 6, Creating Your First Ad. All right, time to go live, but let's not overthink it. Use the problem, solution, call to action formula. Start with a copy. Keep your primary text under 125 characters. If a customer has to click see more on mobile, you've already lost about 20% of them. We never want to give viewers a reason to scroll away. Next, the headline, and make it benefit-driven. For example, something like, get glowing skin in 7 days. For the call to action, a simple shop now is still the gold standard for e-commerce ROI. And don't forget to mind your specs. 1:1 or 4:5 aspect ratios are great for the feed, but 9:16 is the go-to for all reels and stories. And now for the golden rule. Launch with a modest budget of about $10 to $15 a day and then look away. Seriously, do not touch it for 7 days. I know it's tempting, but every time you edit a live ad, you restart that learning phase, which means your ad takes longer to actually become effective, and that can result in low sales. Patience is a virtue, folks, and a marketing strategy. Chapter 7, Meta Business Suite Management. Once the ads are live, you need to manage the fallout, the good kind. Shift your focus to Meta Business Suite. This is your unified dashboard for Facebook, Instagram, and even WhatsApp. Use the unified inbox to respond to comments and DMs, and always aim for a response time of under 2 hours. In 2026, Meta actually tracks your response time as a signal of your business's quality. Also, be sure to check your insights weekly in Meta Business Suite or right on Shopify. Look for organic posts that are getting high engagement and then use that knowledge. It's your free signals for what your next paid ad creative should be. Chapter 8, the only metrics that matter. As you peruse your dashboard, don't put yourself in the trap of obsessing over vanity metrics. Reach, impressions, and even click-through rates can actually distract you from what you should really be focusing on. 1. ROAs, or return on ad spend. The math is simple. Revenue generated divided by ad spend. If you spend $10 and make $30, you're in the green. Number 2, CPA, or cost per acquisition. This should trend down as your campaign exits the learning phase, which usually happens after 50 conversions. If your clicks are high but your sales are 0, your creative is mismatched. Basically, you are attracting the wrong people, those window shoppers I mentioned earlier. Set up custom columns in your ads manager to show purchase ROAs, CPR, conversions, and CPC to help you block out the noise and focus on the profit. I know we just covered a lot, so if your head is spinning just a bit, totally normal. Digital marketing moves fast, and transitioning into this new AI-driven landscape is a big leap. But here's the truth. The brands actually scaling in 2026 aren't the ones with secret hacks or questionable workarounds. They're the ones who did exactly what you're about to. They took the time to build a clean foundation, they trusted the data, and they leaned into high-quality yet still authentic creative. You don't have to be a tech genius to win at this. You just have to be consistent. Every giant brand you see started with one single campaign and a modest budget. You have the tools and the strategy, and now you have the roadmap too. So I've got some homework for you guys. Set up your business manager today, verify that your pixel is talking to Shopify, and launch just one broad Advantage Plus campaign at $10 a day. And then give yourself permission to learn as you go. The algorithm is always changing, but we're right here to help you navigate it. So be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay ahead of the curve. I'll see you guys in the next one. Now, go out there and make it happen.